Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be talking about recharging, by which I mean recharging yourself and your inner energy, your batteries, in the same way that I'm actually talking on my iPad at the moment, which is currently on its charging lead because it needs to recharge. Now, we're all very used to plugging in our devices when they are running low. Looking at my phone needs plugging in shortly so that can continue to function. And I like to use this analogy because we have no problem in plugging in our devices when they need to recharge to work at full capacity. But for some reason, we do seem to have a problem with recharging ourselves when we're no longer running at full capacity. And the reason I think I was called to talk about this today is that I know a lot of people, myself included, have been feeling very tired lately, quite exhausted, quite overwhelmed, and just needing to rest. Now, that may be for any number of reasons. One of them, I know from what I've been looking into, that there's been a lot of solar flare activity out there in the cosmos, and that energy hitting the earth has been really knocking us for six, and a lot of us have been feeling very, very tired and sluggish as a result. And the way to overcome that is to slow down, to rest and recharge. But sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. Many of us have got lots to do. And so we just think, okay, I'm feeling tired, I'll have another coffee, try and boost myself and push on through. And I've been guilty of that in the past. I still occasionally do that if I've got a lot on my plate, but I do mostly try and remember to stop, to rest and recharge. And I really highly recommend that you do the same, because if you do it, again, coming back to the analogy of plugging in your phone, it doesn't take very long to bring it back up to full charge, and then it's good to go again. And it's the same with us. If we recharge when we need to, it won't take us long to get back to full energy and be off again. Whereas if we keep pushing through day by day, when our battery is kind of down there, hardly anything left, then we really have nothing left to give. And we're so drained that, eventually we burn out, in the same way that if we continued to use our phone when its battery was showing us that it was, almost dead, then it would just conk out and we wouldn't be able to use it. Now, when I talk to clients about this, people can often find it difficult taking the time to recharge themselves because there might be a myriad of reasons, but often it's that feeling of guilt that they're taking time for themselves. They somehow don't feel worthy of it. They feel that they should be doing something else more useful, as they would call it, maybe working for somebody else, helping somebody else. But what I always say to them is that if you can't find it within you to recharge yourself and rest for your own sake, then do it for other people anyway, because those other people that you are looking after or doing the work for won't get the best of you if you're not at your full capacity. And the end game is to learn to do that recharging for yourself without regard for other people. But if that's the way to ease yourself into it, then think of it in that way. It's that old phrase, you can't pour from an empty cup, and you really can't when it comes to yourself. You can't give of your best if you're running on virtually empty. So how do you recharge? Well, that depends on who you are. We're all different, but one basic difference is whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, and you will already know that. So if you are an introvert, as I am, you will recharge by going off on your own, spending time on your own, which brings your battery up to full capacity again, whereas being with lots of people will drain your battery. Extroverts are the opposite. They recharge by getting in big groups of people, and they really get their energy from that interaction with other people. So that's one basic difference. And if you are, well, whichever you are, an introvert or an extrovert, you probably already know that those ways that I've just described are ways in which you can best recharge. If you're a highly sensitive person, again, which I am, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, you will probably still need some alone time, because your nervous system gets activated by being out in the world and being exposed to various things out there, noise and chaos and busyness, and so you will need time to retreat into your safe space, your little sanctuary, for a little while to recharge your batteries. But regardless of what type of person you are in terms of that kind of character that I've just been talking about, we all are different, of course, and so we all have different things that we love to do. And as I often say, doing something you love is one of the best ways of revitalising you and giving you energy. So for me, I knew this over this last weekend that I was really tired and I needed to recharge. So I was very lucky. I was able to do a lot of the things that I love to do. So on Saturday afternoon, I went for a bike ride to a local beach. I then just sat in the sand dunes. It was a quiet beach, because for me, I need quiet. Just sitting, absorbing that lovely sunshine that we had at the weekend, and just looking at the calm scenery around me, looking at the sea, feeling the warm sand underneath me, and importantly for me, the sun on my face, because for me, I really need a sunny environment to recharge properly. So that was one of the things that I did. Can't remember now what I was going to say that I did on the Sunday, but it doesn't matter. The point is that I did things that I love to do, and that's what I really encourage you to do. It doesn't have to be something that takes a long time. And in fact, as you'll know if you've followed me for any length of time, I encourage you to do something that you love to do every single day, because that is what brings you joy and it keeps your energy high in any case. But if your energy has dipped and it needs a recharge, then going to something that you love to do is one easy way in which to recharge. I've just remembered one of the lovely things I did on Sunday, which was a lovely park yoga session. Again, it was in the sunshine, so sun on my face, and I was in beautiful natural surroundings. And nature is actually a good way to recharge for anybody, whether you are a city dweller and a city lover, or a quiet nature lover. Anybody will be able to recharge by absorbing that high frequency that nature gives out. It just calms our nervous energy and helps us to recharge. But what I really wanted to say in terms of talking about it today was recharging, is just to be conscious of it. Don't let yourself have your batteries go flat. Catch yourself, notice when you're feeling tired and depleted, and do whatever it takes at that moment in time to recharge yourself a little bit. You know, if it's in the middle of a working day and you don't have much time, just maybe go and take yourself somewhere where you feel calmer, away from the work that you're doing, whether it's sitting in the garden in the sunshine, going to a different room in the house if you're working from home. Grab a cup of coffee, just take time out. Well, if you're an introvert, take time out from other people. If you're an extrovert, seek other people out who you can go and have a coffee with and have a chat to recharge you. It's something small. So if you struggle to know what it is that helps you to recharge, then I'd encourage you, when you do have a little bit of downtime, whether it's first thing in the morning, at lunchtime, or in the evening, just make a list of the things that you know help you to recharge. So, you know, I know quickly the things that help me to recharge, so I can pick one of them when I need to do that. And one of my favourites is just taking myself off for a day and going to a beautiful local garden, and that really, really helps me. And that's something I'll be doing in the next few days, actually, because I need another boost. But write a list so that then when you are feeling tired and you are in need of recharging, but you can't think what you can do in that time that you've got, you can have a look at your list, because some things will be quicker than others. But the important thing is to do that recharging. You will just function better as a human being if you constantly top up your battery levels, your inner energy, so that you can operate at your full capacity. So I hope you found that helpful. Thank you as always for watching. Just a quick reminder for local people who have been coming to my Braunton chakra dancing classes, they are no longer on a Tuesday, so there's no chakra dancing tonight. We're restarting next week on Thursday evening, so have a look at my posts on this page and also on my website for details of when and where we'll be. So I hope you do take time to recharge, keep your batteries high, and have a great week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.